Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the vintage tunnel hole. This will probably be one of the last times that I'm going to run this hole with this setup. We've got some new boats coming soon, and we'll, rotate stuff out. But the setup is KMB 7.5, electric conversion. I think it's a 3674 motor. I believe it's 1900 kV or 2075 kV. Can't really remember. But the last time we've always had an issue with the boat rolling over, right? And everybody says, trim it up, or raise the motor and trim it down. So right now we've got a little bit of down trim, and I have literally raised the motor to the max. Won't get up any higher, won't go any higher on the jack plate. And the boat caught on fire not too long ago. Fly Color 150 burst into flames. So what I did, I actually had two more. I took out the Sea King 180 from the last video, and I put in another Fly Color 150. This is the Raider 150 from OSE. And I put the, damn, I got a horsefly on me. I put the 175 RC Boat Bits cooling jacket on it. You can't really see it. And then I used some like heat transfer epoxy, whatever that stuff called is, thermal paste, and I glued that heatsink on because I have 90-degree fittings on the back of that red cooling jacket, and I need the 90-degree fittings for my setup. The flat ones just won't work, or the straight ones that you see coming out of here won't work. So I went ahead and just swapped cooling jackets. So hopefully we won't have any issues out of the Fly Color 150 this go around. And I've got my receiver ballooned in a balloon, and I've also got it waterproof, so hopefully we won't have any issues there. And we do have the WFly GPS. Not sure if it's going to work or not. Never really had it register, but I've also never had this boat at this pond here. So we've got a giant pond, and we're just going to run it. My goal originally was to run it on 6S, but I've already run my two 6S packs in my big catamaran, and we blew up a cable on it, so we're not going to be able to run it on 6S. So I've got four fully charged 4S packs right here, and another fully charged 4S pack here. So this one's been sitting in the sun for about 30-45 minutes. We'll go ahead and set one or two of these up there. That's how I'll warm my battery packs up. I just set them up here on the truck, let the sun beat on them, let them get warm, and make them make a little bit more power. But okay, enough talking about it. Let's get it out on the water and just see how it performs. Just to let you know, I do have a hooked curved turn fin on the bottom. It did seem to help the last time, but it is a little darty. So maybe in the future we'll run a straight turn fin, but for right now, it seems to work. Also, I swapped out the props. The last run, it was a 45-16 Dr. Props. This is a 42-16 Dr. Props. So stainless steel seems to work really good on these, on this setup. Nice amount of lift, nice amount of thrust, and not too much amp draw. So because we're running the Fly Color 150, I opted to drop the prop size to a little bit smaller to lessen the amp load. So enough talking about it. Let's get it together, see how it runs. Okay, let's get it. First time. Oh, okay. Throttle's reversed. All right, let's see if this works this way or not. Maybe reverse. Oh, that's so cool. Runs really good. I can't tell if that is forward or reverse, like, because sometimes on the Fly Color 150s you'll have the reverse set at a lower percentage. I feel like it should be faster. 5.5 volts. All right, let's bring it in, and we're just gonna switch a motor wire around, and then I'll flip my I'll flip my controller back the way it was. All right, so I got it switched out. Oh yeah, it's already seems like it's got more pep. I think I was running it in reverse. Oh my God! Oh my God! did was reverse it. It was running nice and cool and smooth. It seemed legit on the get-go. Oh my Lord. Now it's a completely different freaking animal. Okay, let's...
Receiver battery, 5.5 volt.
Alright, I'm gonna shut her up. Okay, I got the GPS on the W-Fly zeroed out. Let's see if it does anything. This has got the prop really high up out of the water. That is literally 1/3 throttle. Oh, that was tight. Oh. Let's go ahead and bring it in.
Receiver battery, 5.5.
Oh my God. That was insane. Uh-oh. Looks like I broke my servo loose. All right. Little mini frog, get off of there. Get off of there. You're hitching a ride. You diabolical amphibian. Man, I just can't catch a break when it comes to running boats and breaking boats today. But that was cool. Gosh, she's so smooth now. Okay, let's go ahead. I guess there's only so many times you can catch wind and flip it like that, and before stuff that's stressed is just gonna say that, you know, it can't hang on anymore. I'm sure. Oh, look, it just pulled the cable out. Not bad. Not bad. Maybe fixable. Maybe fixable. Okay, I'm gonna do some work and let's see if I can get that back together. All right, so I got it fixed. Let's see. All right, I think let's see if we can adjust.
Minimum trim. Minimum trim.
Okay, it won't go any more that way. Ain't that a booger? Okay.
Receiver battery, 5.5.
I do have a Phillips head.
Center trim.
All right, that's centered and it's that far off. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop off this Phillips head and kick it one tooth over, and that should fix it. But other than that, I do have the steering fixed. I don't have my damn Allen to adjust the trim. I left that at home. And everything I have in here, besides a few, they're just not the right size. So I'm kind of SOL on making any adjustments. But, okay, well, I don't know if you can tell based on how dark it is now, but I've got a giant storm that just rolled in the last 10 minutes. And you can kind of see the ripples and everything on the water. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make any adjustments on trim, and I have a headwind coming this way now. So we're just going to run out the pack and have some fun and try to prevent it from blowing over. All right, here's my beauty. It does run a lot better with that motor that high up. I'm not going to lie. I can't give it no more than about 45% throttle. Got y'all zoomed in on number 2 on steady mode. Let me know how you like number 2 on steady mode. You get really good images of the boat. Alright. We'll go this this way, nice and steady. Looks like the turn fin was actually holding it down right there. Holy shit. That's so cool. Take a breath, Philip. Take a breath. Wow, you saw it kick in? That's so wild, dude. Alright, let's see how tight of a turn we can make. Alright, we're going to turn and let off. Hammer it. Yeah, I just can't. I can't. I was heading into the headwind and it lifted. Okay, so I just went out there and flipped it. Flipped it around. There she is. It's crazy, she just hooks and takes off. I'm not having as drastic of a problem this time of it rolling. More of it now, it's about lifting. So I can't get the battery any further forward, and I'm using a big 7600. It's almost like I need like a big 10,000 just to get more nose weight. You know what I might do? I might look into drilling a hole in the center and then seeing if I can pour some epoxy in the tips or maybe some foam in the tips. I don't know. She was getting light there. That's so crazy, dude. Look at that smooth glass out there. No! Oh shit! Barrel roll saved it. That's awesome. Okay. There's enough running. Might have a smudge on my screen, can't tell. Right now, I had you zoomed in at 2 on that one, but I had the anti-shake off. Now I've got you on wide angle. Whew. Let's go ahead and pop this off. Okay. We'll go ahead and pull this off. Let's see how much water got up to the batteries. Since it did flip, but it flipped and I ran it about 1.5 minutes after the flip, so that should be all right. All right, that looks good. Battery doesn't feel hot at all, and it looks presumably dry. 107, nice. Go ahead and pull that foam out. Doesn't look bad. Let's see if we can just shoot the capacitors. 113, 116, not bad. QS8, not awesome. Not bad. Not bad. That's probably not going to be hot at all. Yeah, outboard motors, man, they just don't get hot. They get air cool because they're not trapped inside the hull. I'm really digging the outboards, man. I'm really digging the outboards. I just think they're fascinating. But we're slowly getting it dialed in, y'all. I think we're slowly getting it dialed in. So because it ran so good now, I'll make an adjustment. We'll go home. I'll measure the angle of it and I'll add 1 degree from whatever it's at, and then we'll bring it back here another day and we'll try it again. But yep, that was fun. That was fun. Short video. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you got any prop ideas, you know, prop selection ideas, whatever. It looks like it might have started to pull that one out too, so I got to make sure not to have these cables too terribly tight, and need to zip tie my wires. Cool. All right. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all later. Peace. There we go. That's normal. I reckon I should have just had it on 100%.
Oh my god, that thing can move.
Yeah, now it breaks.
It drives backwards.
Yeah, the turning radius sucks. Like, absolutely sucks. All right, let's try this again. Wow. It does not have a good turning radius. I was not expecting it to not just turn. I mean, what does it need? Yeah, wow. All right, don't stand in the middle of the road. Got a death wobble. I don't know why it has such a bad death wobble.